98.
We'll make them disappear. Tell her to.
Now make these numbers disappear. And make these numbers disappear. Are they disappearing? Are they gone?
No, not are they disappearing. Have they gone?
Have they gone?
Make them all disappear. Dispel them.
97.
All right, now they'll be gone. All gone now? That's it. And you see what I mean? You've got to stay with her until she makes those numbers disappear. Now, that took you about 4 minutes and 15 seconds. So know that you've got to work for betterment of time. All right, Doctor. Now you've got the state. Now give her the suggestions about that numbing of the jaw so that she can wear those teeth and not bother her at all.
We're going to numb this jaw, give you anesthesia there so you can wear your dentures with no pain. This is
with no what? With no
discomfort.
That's it.
No discomfort. So this is our anesthesia. Papers on the area. This will cover the entire lower jaw. Get anesthesia.
Doctor, how's the jaw?
How's your jaw? That anesthesia coming in may be a little slow.
No, that's a suggestion, Doctor. No, you'll ruin your practice. In a little while, you wouldn't use hypnosis if you kept saying that day after day, because it'd be slower and slower and slower. Now, all you have to say is, how's your jaw? Now, I bet it feels better, and she's had it feel for months. How's your jaw? Numb? Good. Now, make the suggestion. From now on, she'll be able to wear those teeth in perfect comfort without...
From now on, you'll be able to wear these teeth in perfect comfort.
Make it strong. Make it strong. Or plate or whatever you want to call it. What do you call it? Partial denture? Is that
well, partial dentures. She was saying dentures that made me feel like she had a whole mouthful, and I knew she didn't.
Yeah. Now, here's the way you would give those suggestions. Stay completely relaxed. Here's the way you would give those suggestions. Now, from now on, whenever you are wearing those dentures, your mouth is going to feel exactly as it feels now, perfectly comfortable, without a trace of feeling anywhere. You're not going to even feel that you have the dentures in your mouth. They're going to feel so much like your own teeth, you won't be able to tell the difference. You wear them with perfect comfort. And every time you just go to put those dentures in your mouth, you have this feeling that you have in your mouth at the present time of perfect comfort, without any bother at all. In fact, if you had those things with you now, you'd go in the other room, put them on, and you'd see you wouldn't even feel them. I think she knows that at this point. Now, do you see what I mean? That's the way you would give the selective thinking. Make sure that you give the selective thinking in the way that she wants it. Now, if there's nothing traumatic, from this point on, she'll be able to wear those dentures without any discomfort at all. If there is something traumatic, then
you better see your dentist.
No, the dentist would not be able to help her in that situation.
Oh,
a traumatic thing, the dentist wouldn't be able to help her with at all.
Oh, you mean mentally traumatic?
Oh, yes.
Well, I was thinking of the denture being physically traumatic.
No, I don't think it's reached that point, but maybe she had a bad dental experience at one time that was traumatic. And that she's living in the light of past experience. So, all right, do you have those with you tonight by any chance? No? All right. But later on tonight, will you try them? All right, now bring her out of the state. I think you'll be in pretty good shape.
In a minute, we'll have you open your eyes, and you'll be feeling fine. All right, now open your eyes. How do you feel?
How's your jaw feel?
Well, not paining.
Well, it was bothering you before.
That back hind tooth hurts like hell.
Even you know.
When I put the things on.
Well,
I don't think you should be able to bite on one side and have the darn thing slip up on the other side. I just don't think that's the way it should be done.
No, I don't think so.
But I probably should have, I think I startled her a little bit. I probably should have given her one of the corrections I made myself. I should have warned her a little bit more on this. And I said, I'm going to, but I should have said probably going to place it. This anesthesia.
Yeah, I know you took her by surprise at that point because you notice how her face went right back like that.
Mm-hmm.
But in general, doctor, the only thing that was the matter that
I wasn't positive.
Yes, and you weren't fast enough in your approach to make me say he's done a lot of practice.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to do a lot of practice these next 2 weeks because you should be able to get a lot of practice in. All right, doctor, will you take the next one? Let's get. Do you want to come up?
I want you to completely relax your eyes. You close your eyes. Use King's accent. Start again. Take a great deep breath. Relax. Close your eyes. Make your eyes want to close. Make your eyes want to relax so that they won't open. You want complete relaxation. And I want to ask you, let this feeling and relaxation in your eyes go all the way down to you. Let it cover you.
I'll talk loud now so they can all hear you, doctor. Otherwise, they don't benefit by your practice, you know.
I'm going to ask you to open your eyes again, and when you close them, you'll have you 10 times as relaxed as you are right now. All right, now open your eyes there. Close them. Now you let that feeling go all over your body, straight down to your toes, and 10 times as relaxed. I wanted to ask you one more time to open your eyes. Open your eyes and close them. And 10 times. You're just completely relaxed. You're so relaxed when I pick up your hand, check it. Your hand will drop just like a line. Now then, you're completely relaxed. I want you to get mental relaxation too. I'm going to have you start counting from 100. And as you count backward from 100, each time you say a number, you will be even more relaxed. You'll be so relaxed that the numbers will completely disappear. Start counting, Harry. Now let those numbers go. Let them completely go. Let them completely, because you're so relaxed. Are they going? They're going. They're gone. They're gone.
Very nice semantics, and incidentally, done under 2 minutes. And that's what I mean by she's the third person up, remember. And while she's had the benefit of the mistakes that the other people have made, that's awfully good work. Because you got it within 2 minutes now, that means that pretty soon you'll be able to do it within a minute. All right, doctor. Now will you go ahead, look, make his arm numb or something so that he feels what this is like, you know?
Now, Harry, I'm going to stroke your hand here, and it will be numb. It will be numb so that anything I do, any work I have to do, it won't bother you at all. Now it's numb. Getting that numb feeling, how does it feel?
All right. Now, doctor, bring him out of it, and you did a beautiful job. And if you remove the anesthesia, you do that enough.
In a moment, I'm going to have you open your eyes. You'll feel good all over. The numbness in your hand will be gone. You'll feel fine. You'll feel better than you've ever felt all day today. Open your eyes.
Beautiful. And I must congratulate you, doctor. That was very nicely done. Will you try to do as good with when you practice, doctor? And you got the stage beautifully, incidentally. Incidentally, I want...
I've got real good anesthesia on my hands.
Yeah. Would you come up, doctor? Unless you worked with
I've
each other
worked with them
before.
before.
All right, then would you come up, doctor? Now, you notice that I'm timing everybody now, because I want to see if we can't get this stage right from the beginning within 3 minutes.
Ben, we have some work to do here. Would you like to learn how to relax while we do the work? Just close your eyes now. And let those eyelids become so heavy that you don't want to open them.
Oh, doctor, no, you're not. You don't do that to me. You're getting Erickson's technique mixed up with mine, and you'll never be a good student if you do that. But don't do that. Start over again. Use my technique, won't you? Because we don't use words such as heavy and all that sort of thing. Keep them on the idea of close your eyes, relax those into the eye, where the eye muscles won't work. You know what I mean? All right, doctor, will you open your eyes, please, and then start over again.
Okay, Ben. You're taking a deep breath, deep relaxing breath. That's it now. Close your eyes. Let them become so relaxed that they won't work.
That's it.
And when you're sure they won't work, then try and find that you can't open them. And then let that
Don't you
feeling,
do better with that?
let that feeling go over your whole body, right down to the tips of your toes.
Now wait till you do it 3 times. Compound it 3 times. Then make your test.
In just a minute, I want you to open your eyes, and then I'll ask you to close your eyes again. When you close your eyes again, I'd like for you to be twice as relaxed as you are now. All right, now open your eyes. Now close them. Now relax twice as much as you were before. In just a minute, I'm going to ask you to open your eyes again, and then close them and become twice as relaxed as you are now. All right, now open your eyes and close them again. Become twice as relaxed as you were. Now I'm going to take you by your right wrist. And if you relax completely, your wrist will be, an arm will be limp like a dish rag. Very heavy. That's good. And now I'd like for you to count.
No, there's a reason for everything you do, doctor, because if you just asked him to count, there would be no reason for him to forget the number. Tell him, I want you to relax mentally like you've relaxed physically. I want you to relax your mind like you've relaxed your body.
I would like for you to relax mentally also. To do this, I'd like for you to count backwards from 100 and relax doubly each number you count backwards until you reach 97, and then let the numbers just completely fade away. And count out loud now from 100. Just let them fade away.
99.
Completely fade away.
100. Now they'll be
Just
gone.
want them to go away.
Tell them that. Now they'll be gone.
Now they're gone.
Name disappeared. Your checkbook.
The numbers disappeared.
They're gone. Come on, doctor.
Squeeze them.
Huh? No.
Now I'm going to put some medication on your wrist there, and your whole wrist and right hand will become numb. You just feel it take hold here and become completely numb. And how does your wrist feel now?
Feel numb.
Just a minute, I'm going to ask you to open your eyes, and I'd like for your wrist and hand to feel normal, and for you to feel good, better than you felt all day long. Now open your eyes.
Oh, don't spoil a beautiful job, doctor. How do you
feel?
Doctor, with all corrections and everything else, 3 minutes and 20-some seconds, and you know that I don't think it's even 20-some seconds, 3 minutes and 13 and a half seconds.
You know, the interesting thing about this is that this awakening and inducing trance is one method discussed by Erickson, but it's too time-consuming. It takes too long.
Because if you're going to take 10 minutes on each trance, you got 30 minutes. When we explain why this happens, see, at this point, you don't understand why this is happening. You just know it happens, and you've seen it happen to yourself, but you have no idea of why it happens. When we get to this point where we explain why this happens, and of course we do because we try to explain everything, and of course a lot of things will become awfully clear to you. Doctor, will you take the next one?
foot person.
Richard?
Richard?
Now, doctor, I want to watch the technique from the beginning because you were one of those who
Well,
didn't...
my big disappointment is kids and shots. I didn't get a darn one of them to work. Otherwise, I did pretty well. That's what I was wanting.
Well, I know, and that's what I want you to have. But I want to see what was wrong, and maybe I can do it by watching your technique. So if I don't find any mistakes in your technique here, I'm going back to the kid method, and I want to find out.
Richard, I want you to be able now to relax completely so that if you need to do any procedure, we can do it comfortably. Sit comfortably and take a big breath in and let it out easily. Now let your eyes go closed. Let the eye muscles relax so they just won't work. When they're that relaxed, test it. Be sure they won't. Now let that relaxation go all the way down. In a moment, we'll have you open your eyes, and as you open them and again close them, you'll just double the relaxation you have now. Now open them, open your eyes, and let them go closed again. Fine. You double the relaxation you had. Again, we'll do this. Have you open them, close them, and you'll double the relaxation that you have now. Now open your eyes, let them go closed again. Again, you have twice as much relaxation as you had relaxed all over. Clear down your toes. You want to test this relaxation. If you relax completely and lift your arms, it'll just stop. That's fine. Now you have almost perfect physical relaxation. But I'd like to have mental relaxation just like that to go along with it. So to get this mental relaxation, have you count backwards from 100. And as you count backward from 100, the numbers will disappear. By the time you get to 97, they'll be gone. And between each number, you'll double the relaxation, the mental relaxation that you have. Could you count out loud now and make the numbers go?
100. They're gone, that's them. They're gone already.
The number's gone.
99.
They're fading away now. Numbers are gone.
98.
Now the numbers completely gone. Have the numbers disappeared for me?
97.
Now there we go.
Now the numbers will be completely gone. Numbers disappeared for me? They're completely gone.
Now, doctor, you try it, huh? Take your medicine, isn't it right?
Yeah. Now you're well relaxed mentally and physically. I want to put this applicator on your hand, and as we touch your hand with the applicator, you'll get complete anesthesia in the back of your hand.
Now, there's your first mistake in somatics, because the kid would not understand that. Do you know what I mean?
I'm talking to the kid.
No, I know, but I mean, if you were talking to a child, you understand that
Oh.
up to this point, you've done a beautiful job.
As we touch your hand, the back of your hand will become completely numb. You'll have no sensation. Now tell me how the hand feels. You've achieved this relaxation perfectly. In a moment, we'll have you open your eyes. And as you open your eyes, you feel fine. You'll feel as good as you felt all day. Now open your eyes. How do you feel?
Doctor, there's a solitary mistake in somatics that I could find all the way through your procedure. Will you go through the kid procedure? Let me see where it was. You gotta find
Hey,
out
will
where
you
the
be
mistake
6 years old for me in a minute, Richard?
Like that. Lots less worries.
Because I'll tell you, when a man doesn't make a big improvement between 2 and 3, I want to find out why.
Well, to say I'm happy except that one respect. And
Well,
that's just through.
that's an important respect, because if you give a lot of shots to kids...
You're not testing that shot, are you?
I'd like to. But we'll pass that now.
Well,
Relax.
that'd be okay.
Richard, your mother has brought you down today. We can check you over and see if there's any medication you need. See what has been giving you difficulty. You play some games at home? Or play with... You ever play pretend? Don't play pretend. Would you like to learn how to play pretend? Richard, if you'll play this pretend with me, we can make this examination and any medication. No trouble at all. Would you like to have that? Okay. And if you'll pretend with me a minute, we'll be able to check you all over and you'll feel good. If you will now, let's pretend that the eyes won't close.
No, now your semantics are wrong. And you haven't promised him enough because of it. Doctor, I can see 2 mistakes already. If you play this little game of pretend, nothing that we do will bother you. You won't feel anything. Because I'll tell you, and you can ask any of the doctors who found it successful, that the kid just doesn't feel a thing. And who was telling me today that he did this with a little 6-year-old? You don't even think that was it you that were telling me? He was a 6-year-old doesn't think he even felt the injection. And he was a brat. It was a brat type, wasn't it? Sure.
I was expecting him, I'm a little boy, I don't like to play pretend, that's silly, but I was expecting him to offer to let me play a game, any game I wanted to.
Yeah.
And when he makes me play his game, well, I resist right off. I think. I mean, I kind of feel that a little bit.
Well, I think there were several mistakes in semantics there, and I can see why he would have trouble. In the first place, he didn't promise enough of an inducement to make you want to play it. And secondly, he didn't start off by letting you play it. You started off with an explanation which makes the kid feel that it's too involved, and you would be taking 2 minutes for a 15-second procedure.
Well, what do you say when he says, am I going to get a shot?
Yeah, you're going to get one, but you're not going to feel it.
I don't want a shot, and they're off across the room. That's what happened to me.
All right. Well, your mother brought you here for that purpose. You know that you're going to have a shot. Now, do you want it the easy way or the hard way? I can show it to you such an easy way that you won't even feel it. If you don't feel it this time, would you mind having shots? No. All right, let me show you how you won't feel it. And I promise you that if you do as I tell you, you won't feel it. It's a little game, and this will help you.
May I ask you a question?
Yeah.
I wasn't here last time, and you may have gone into this. I heard you talk about how you should do this with the mother gone.
Yeah.
Well, I have a little problem sometimes getting the mother gone.
I know that.
I know that. The mother is protecting that child, and how do you need to hypnotize the mother or something?
Oh, no. I would say, I would say to the mother, now look, you know that we've got to help this child of yours. And while you're in the room, it's difficult for me to work with the child. Why don't you just sit in the other room and let me work with your child alone? You'll find that you'll have a much better result and he won't be crying. Because he's crying because he's got mother for protection. But if mother isn't there, then he's got to depend on himself. And then makes your boy more self-reliant. Now let me work with your boy. I think if you approach her on an open and above-board level like that, I think the average mother will see that the doctor's in the right when he wants to work with the child alone. After all, mother, if you're always there to protecting him, this child will never learn any independence or never learn to rely on himself. Let me work with him alone. I assure you that I'll be just as gentle as if you were right in the room. In fact, more gentle because he'll depend on me instead of depending on you, and then he won't cry so much. And you'll see he won't cry so much. Try it again, doctor, with the right semantics. We'll do and make that change, because there's where your mistake was, that you were explaining too much to the kid. For instance, suppose, am I going to get a shot? Yes, you're going to get a shot. But I can help you with it so that you won't feel it. Would you like that? How? Before he gets a chance to run across the room or whatever it is. But if he does run across the room, you can say to him, look, Joe, or whatever his name is, Bill, Jack, you can run across the room, but you know that I have to give you the shot, whether you want to or whether you don't, because this is to help you. This isn't to make you feel anything, but I can help you. I can help you not to feel it. Would you like that? And then he relies on you.
Well, I'm still lost. He doesn't like to play pretend.
All right, then
you got
here, now look, you give me all the answers. All the answers. I think this will do every doctor good. You give me all the answers as to why you shouldn't do this, and I'll be the man who's trying to give the kid the shot. And what's your first name? Richard. What do they call you, Dick? All right. All right, Dick, you're here today just like you were last week, and I know every time you come in, I see how scared you are. You don't like when I have to give you that medicine in the arm, do you?
I don't want a shot.
I know, but you see, Dick, whether you want it or not, your mother brought you here so that I have to give it to you.
It hurts.
Well, I can show you a way that it won't hurt. Would you like that?
Oh, how?
Yes, I can show you a way that I can promise you that if you learn this little game that I know, we can play a little game of pretend. And if you do as I ask you to, you won't feel a thing. Would you like that? But you got to do exactly as I tell you. And if you even feel what I have to do, then you can say all you want to. But if you don't feel it, you'll never be afraid of shots again, will you? Because we can always play this game and then you won't feel it. Would you like that?
Yes.
All right. And I've got them on my side now. And,
May I ask you a question now?
Sure.
You're promising me that this isn't going to hurt.
That's right.
I've always
take it that you dread injections, do you?
I sure do.
Oh,
No,
right.
not me. This little boy does.
I know, but I
Yeah.
mean, as a kid,
But
did
now
you
here's
dread
what
injections?
well, I never had, can't ever remember having one. But,
I see.
Hadn't invented them yet that long ago. But anyhow, here's the thing that worries me a little. You're promising me that it's not going to hurt.
Mhm.
I've always worked on a theory that I wasn't going to promise a kid something that I couldn't deliver.
That's absolutely right.
Well, what if
Doctor.
it does hurt? Then he says, yeah, you said it wasn't going to hurt, and it did. Nah, heck with
no.
you. I'm not coming back here again.
Oh, no.
You see,
no,
well,
not
but
if
now...
the child does as you ask him to do it. Are you doing exactly as I'm asking you to do? Are you pretending you can't open your eyes? Let me see you pretend that you can't open your eyes and try to open them while you're pretending. And are you going on that space trip to the moon? Are you on the ship now? Have you got the ship? Where's the ship now? All these things are necessary, Doctor, because unless the kid does exactly right, he's going to feel it. So you've got to make good on the fact that if he does exactly right, he won't feel it. But if you don't do exactly right, you will feel it. Be on that spaceship. Be pretending you can't open your eyes and keep pretending now all the time I'm working. And you won't feel a thing. Where's that spaceship now? Oh, passing a cloud or something like that. All right, now you stay on it and you won't feel what I'm doing. And you'll be all through with it. And he'll say just like that other doctor was just here saying that he did that with a 6-year-old kid. You'll find that kid won't even feel it. You don't promise anything that you don't deliver,
That's what
Doctor.
I want to be sure
That's
of.
what I want.
Because
I want you to be
awful
sure.
careful of that as a
Because I
child.
would not promise a person anything. If I ever make an anesthesia test, it's because I believe the person is ready for anesthesia. I might make a mistake sometime when I think a person is going along and isn't going along. I've made that mistake in my lifetime, maybe not very often, but I have made it. And I suppose there'll be times when you will make it. But if that child does what you've asked him to do, scientifically, he can't feel anything. You know what I mean?
If you miss a kid, he isn't going along with you and yells. The next time he comes back, or you have to try it again and forget him.
No, I would try it again. I would certainly try it again. But I'd make sure that I did it the right way. Now, you heard the approach there, Doctor. Do you think that you've got it well enough so we can let this pass now from what I did? Because the other thing was perfect. All right. Give it some practice these next 2 weeks and tell me how it comes out. All right. Who hasn't practiced now on this side? You haven't practiced. Come on up, Doctor.
This guy's an old friend of mine. Does that make any difference?
Well, look, would you rather work with somebody else?
I'm glad to work with him.
No, but I think I did have you work with him before class. didn't I?
I've known him for years.
Oh, I see.
So,
Okay.
No.
All right. No, the fact that he's an old friend wouldn't matter when I owed it.
I'd like to show you how to completely relax. After you take a real deep breath and let it all out and close your eyes. You want those muscles of your eyes to completely relax, just completely relax. Relax clear down to your toes. When you know your eye muscles are completely relaxed, test them. See if they're relaxed. That's very good. They're completely relaxed. Now in a moment I'm going to have you open your eyes, and when you do, you'll become 10 times more relaxed than you are now. Now open your eyes and close them again. Let that relaxation just complete, clear down through your body. We'll repeat that again, and it'll become double again. Just open your eyes again, relax them. Now just completely relax them. When you know they're completely relaxed, test them. See if they're completely relaxed. Now we want to test your arm for relaxation. If you're physically relaxed, your arm will drop in your lap. That's very good. You're very well relaxed. Now I'd like to relax you mentally. And in order to do this, I'd like for you to count backwards, starting at 100. And each number, I want you to make them fade away.
Double your relaxation.
Double your relaxation and make the number fade away.